welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. It makes me want to sing that song, but we can't sing it. I know you want to sing that song too, but we can't. We just can't do it. Beast of Logan, where you at? Where you at, man? It's been a while. All right, that's it. That's it. That's all we can do. It's a terrible song, and I did a terrible rendition of it. All right, so it's been a while because, well, we're trying to move across the country in about a week and a half. And there's a lot to do, a lot to do. And, you know, my son is graduating this Friday, so I'm trying not to go out too far away from the house. He had a baseball game last night. We'll talk about that later. You know, there's just, I don't know, man. I'm trying not to totally, like, lose sight of, like, everything that I need to do here at home. But I also, man, I got to make a little bit of money. So I talked to my buddy over here at the nursery. He's got another load. It's a hand stack load. It's not all hand stacked though. It's about 23 pallets worth of hand stacked plants, but they're shorter plants, so I should be able to palletize them with inside of the what's it called? The trailer. The trailer. Sorry, my brain is on just, it's out there. I got stuff coming up for the channel. I got stuff coming up in my personal life. We're moving across the country. I got, you know, my dad battling cancer. I've got my oldest son graduating high school. I can't believe he's graduating high school, man. So I just got all these things going on in my mind and in my emotions. And so I'm a little bit scattered, man. I'm a little bit scattered, but right now I'm back with you guys. We're gonna go drop this trailer off so we can get loaded. Notice how I remember trailer on that one? Yeah, the trailer. That's it, the trailer. We're gonna go drop off the trailer over at the nursery so they can load it this afternoon, and then we'll hook back up to it tonight and we'll get trucking up over Donner and go deliver this stuff to Reno. But for now, you guys got to roll the music. Let's go. All right, man. So I made my way over here to the location where I will drop the trailer off, and it'll get loaded this afternoon. So let's get in here and get this trailer put in the yard right here, and then we'll go home and relax for a little bit, wait for these guys to load it up, and then we'll come back. All right, while I get this thing parked up, open the doors and all that, I want to show you guys just a little clip from last night, from my son's section championship game for baseball. They won, man. They ended up winning sections for both basketball and baseball his senior year. So kind of a historic season for their school, and you know, my son got to be a part of a pretty rad group of kids. And so anyway, I'll show you guys just the final pitch and the celebration a little bit, and then I'll come back because I gotta use more than one hand to do this stuff.
What an effort, pitching effort on both sides. Final score, Sherlock Christian 1, Valley Christian 0. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give both teams a hand. That was a fine effort on all sides.
All right, we dropped the trailer, but wasn't that such a cool experience? I mean, I just can't, I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. I've got a lot of emotions just in general because, you know, we're like moving across the country from the place where we've, you know, like, not just the town, which we've spent 7.5 years here, but, you know, the state that the only state I've ever lived in, California. And where my whole family is and stuff, and with my dad still battling cancer and all of that, there's just a lot, man. There's a lot going on. So anyway, having little moments like that are like, they're super sweet, but like a little bittersweet too, because you're like, man, that could possibly be my son's last ever baseball game. Now they have one more because they're in the state tournament to win state, but you know, it's like that's the kind of stuff that that's going on right now, just every day. It's like every time, you know, like this Sunday is the last time I'm gonna go to church, you know, like each time I see someone, I'm like, oh, it's probably the last time I'm gonna see them, you know. So it's just I don't know, it's just a little bit, it's a little bit weird. It's a little feels like kind of like there's just a lot of emotions always right under the surface, both excitement and sadness, you know, a little bittersweet, so anyways, but last night was it was fun, man. It was fun. Mind you, he's played baseball with these kids since he was 10 years old. I mean, most of the kids on his team, most of them anyway, except for some of the younger ones, the underclassmen, but the seniors and juniors that are on his team, he's played baseball with pretty much year round, you know, through different seasons from 10 years old on. You know, once he made All-Stars his like 11 and 12-year-old seasons, then you know, then he was kind of like in the group of kids that would play with, you know, on different travel ball teams and fall ball teams, and so they play tournaments in the summertime, and they'd play, you know, anyway, it was just some pretty amazing kids, pretty great group of baseball players, and an amazing coach, great coach. He's a local businessman and dedicates so much of his time and energy to those boys. All right, anyway, I'm just yapping. So we're gonna go back to the house, hang out at the house for a little bit, and then head over here once the trailer gets loaded, and then we'll be on our way. So I will catch up with you guys later. All right, been a few hours at home. Just parked right here on the street. Luckily my neighbors are all cool and they didn't call the city on me or anything. And now it's time to go trucking. Alright, trying to sneak out of the house without alerting Gus that I was leaving. He not really ready for me to go back to work after being home a few days. Well, let's be honest, no matter what, he's not happy that I go back to work. Just got to make our way over here, back out of the neighborhood. All right, well, we're just about 10 minutes down the road, but it's already gotten a lot darker. We're right at that point in the evening time where it's like 10 minutes makes such a big difference on the lighting. All of a sudden, I couldn't see my own face on the double camera. So yeah, the lighting changed in the last 10 minutes. But we're almost over here. It's kind of a bummer how late they get done loading these things, because I'm not really a night shift guy where I wake up at 11 p.m. to go to work. I'm just not on that schedule, so that means I'm gonna do my driving tonight, which is fine. I don't mind driving till midnight or 1 in the morning or 1:30, but then the appointment's at 5 a.m. for me to unload, and I need a little more sleep than that, man. I need my beauty rest. But anyway, so it's kind of a bummer on these loads that they can't get loaded a little earlier, but it's just the way it is. Just the way it is. They, you know, they're pulling plants from you know, all over their sprawling property, the nursery property, and they're tractoring them over to load them. So it's just kind of just the way it is, man. You gotta just get your load whenever you get it, and luckily I have enough time now to get up there, and I should be able to get up there no problem, no issues, and then yeah, we'll head back down tomorrow and be home by hopefully early afternoon, like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So that's kind of the plan right now, and we'll see you know, if anything else happens to change that plan. And yeah, those guys are out there right now with the tractor. They're picking the loads right now. Hopefully those aren't mine. Hopefully mine's already loaded. It should be loaded. They said it should be done about 8:15, and it's almost 9, so I'm thinking that it's probably done, but you never know for sure, man. You never know for sure. Yeah, it looks, I can't tell if they're loading mine or the one next to it. All right, let's see. Oh, looks like they got it loading up on the one next to us, I think. Oh my goodness, they haven't loaded me at all. We are empty. Hey, what's up? That's a bummer. All right, I talked to the guys and tried my best to speak a little bit of Spanish, and they did their best to speak a little bit of English, and we got together, and it says right on their paperwork that they're supposed to load me by 10 p.m. So that's what they have written down on theirs, and so they're loading this trailer next to me. First. So it's gonna be a long night, man. It's gonna be a tough one. What do you guys think? Maybe a thumbnail? It's kind of cool. Gosh, it's a cool looking truck. All right, we finally got loaded. It is 10 o'clock. 10:30, I'm sorry, 10:30. Sorry, the time passed by because I went ahead and did a live over here while they were loading me. Tried to make the most of my time. And because I haven't posted a video this week, I figured I'd check in with everybody, make sure everyone's doing okay. Make sure everyone knows that I'm doing okay. I just haven't been trucking very much this week. But we're trucking now. We are trucking. And we're going to go and yeah, man, get on the road. I think I'm gonna stop and just splash some fuel in over here. Oh yeah, my camera was all wonky because I had it pointed to my pretty face, my money maker. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go splash some fuel in, and then we'll go from there up and over the hill, and we're gonna have to stop and get some sleep somewhere. Usually I sleep behind the store. But now that I think about it, I just have the one store in Reno, and there's not really there's not as much room back there in the back of their store as there is at the Costco in Sparks, Nevada. So I may not want to go all the way there to try to sleep. So I don't know, I might stop short and take a nap. I don't know, we'll see. But it's gonna suck no matter what, because I'm leaving here so late. I haven't gotten any sleep, and now I gotta try and get myself up in the morning in time to deliver this load, man. It's crazy. Honestly, I would probably charge them more money. I don't know what that guy was doing on the shoulder, but I wasn't about to find out. I don't know. He was shirtless, and he had pulled some weed out of the ground. I don't know. Did you guys see that? I thought he was gonna whip that thing back and try and hit my truck with it or something. I don't know. That was interesting. All right. So aside from half-naked dudes on the shoulder of the road, what I was talking about was that I probably would have charged these guys more if I'd have known, you know, because overnight work, let's just be honest, overnight work should pay more. Right? This isn't as easy, you know? It's not as easy. I'm gonna be going on like, you know, short sleep, even shorter than normal. So you know, if I knew this was exactly how it was gonna go down, I probably would have said, hey, we're gonna try and get a little more money out of this, because this is too much, too hard on my body and on my mind, and not just for like the morning when I unload, but then the rest of that day, and then the following day I'm trying to catch up on, you know, all the sleep that I'm missing. So anyway, you know, gotta do what we gotta do to make a little bit of money. So we'll go up there and we'll make this delivery, but I'll catch up with you guys in a little while. Here in Reno. The Costco is over to our right, but the back of the store is over here to our left. And I just gotta find somewhere to tuck in and get a little bit of sleep. It is almost 3 a.m. and I'm supposed to unload this thing at 5 a.m. but that's not gonna happen. I gotta get a little more sleep than that. So unfortunately, I mean, I'll be honest, I was really close to just taking off when I got there and it wasn't loaded, because they hadn't even started on it. So I figured it was going to take them a while, and I knew this was going to ruin my night, ruin my day tomorrow, I guess today, whatever. But in the end, these guys over here at the nursery have taken care of me, and I didn't want to leave them you know, hanging like that and in a tough spot with you know, with their stuff that they got going on. I just didn't want to do it. I just didn't feel comfortable, you know, leaving these guys in a bad spot. So you know, I decided just to pull in over here, and I think I'll park right here in these spots, try and tuck myself in a little bit here, and this is where I'll get a few hours sleep, and hopefully these guys at Costco don't cry too much about being late. Last time they were pretty upset, but we showed up at 9 o'clock last time. After those guys unloaded me in Sparks, we both drove over here, and they had a little bit of a fit, because they said, you're supposed to be here at 5 a.m. when you have plants. We're about to open the store. We can't be unloading you guys. So I know they like to get the plants unloaded early, because they get in the way, and they got to use the forklifts to drive them up to the front. But you know what, man? I need some sleep. All right, I will see you guys in the morning. All right, just woke up over here behind the store. I underestimated just how loud that 580 behind me is. I didn't even realize how close it was last night when I parked. This place is definitely, man, it's bright out here. I just woke up, like literally just woke up, rolled out of bed. I gotta go over here. I'm already late to the appointment. I gotta get over here and unload this freaking truck after just getting a few hours sleep. And yeah, we got 23 pallets of hand stack, and I gotta get to it. All right, so I went and checked in just now, and they said, hold on, we gotta go get the boss because we might be refusing you. because I'm so late. And lady came up, and I bet if it was someone else, she probably would have refused him, because she saw me and she goes, they told me you were gonna come here before you went to Sparks. I know you were supposed to come here before you went to Sparks. And I just said, I don't have anything to say. I'm late. I'm sorry. And she just said, all right, well, we'll have someone unload you out front instead of blocking up their dock, which is how they used to unload anyway. Was more, stuff like that, running pallets in and out. So it's a little bit of a bummer, because it would be nice to have the forklift going in and out of the trailer, but it's also nice to get 4 hours sleep instead of 4 hours sleep instead of 2 hours sleep. So that was the choice I had to make. Do I get 2 hours sleep and make my appointment time, or do I get 4 hours sleep and show up late? And so I made that decision, and now I'll have to work a little harder for it, but I do not regret that decision. Not at this time. We'll find out if I regret it a little bit later on coming up. Alright. Let's get it in here, and I think I'm gonna try to kind of alley dock this thing into those spots. Remind me next time not to be late to my appointment, because this sucks. It's a lot of dragging. And the guys that loaded me took my little hook out. They gave me a hook last time, and they took it back from me this time. They probably just thought that one of them left it in here when they were loading the truck, so then they grabbed it up when they were on their way out. But that was the one they gave me last time. Anyway, we're getting there. I lost track of pallets and stuff, so I think we're probably at like 10 out of the 20 something pallets that we have, 23, so I think we're at about 10. There's not very many. That's not a huge dent, but I'm dragging. That 3.5 hours sleep, 4 hours sleep kicks your butt, man. Just kicks your butt. Your body's not meant to go on that little amount of sleep, wake up all dehydrated from sleeping, and then just start working like heavy labor. Your body kind of like really tries to make you pace yourself, tries to shut you down. Maybe if you're like a triathlete, you can do it, but I'm no triathlete. All right, we gotta keep unloading this thing. I'm just waiting for him to come take these pallets that are full, and then keep on going. not done yet. We are moving to the back because they're about to open, and there's too many people lining up out front. And Costco people are crazy. They like line up and wait for the store to open because they want to get in first. But anyway, so we're gonna head on back to the back, and we got a little bit left. There's some smaller 5-gallon fruit trees, and those are the ones that it's actually convenient to be back in the receiving dock, because I'll be able to get the pallets inside the trailer, stack them inside the trailer, and then they can come in with the forklift and get it out. So here's where I slept last night, but yeah, I'm like not feeling too good after doing all this labor. It really does, man, that's loud. It really does make a huge difference when you have to drag those trees all the way to the back of the trailer. By the time you get to the middle of the trailer, you're like, dude, each of these 50-pound trees is feeling heavier and heavier and heavier. And some of them are more waterlogged than others. So some of them you feel them and you're like, that's more than 50. That's like 75 pounds right there. And I'm like dragging it up onto a pallet and lifting it onto the pallet. So it's yeah, it's pretty hardcore, man. Pretty hardcore. Hardcore work. Well, that's plants for you. I'd already be done though if we stayed at the receiving dock. We would have been done already. You know, with the forklift driving in and out as I palletized, rather than me dragging those trees to the back of the trailer. We'd have been done and out of here. It's 9 o'clock. You know, it would have been under 2 hours to get this load unloaded. But once I started dragging a little farther, man, I started dragging. Like I'm not in shape enough to do this kind of stuff, man. I'm just not. So I'm gonna hop out, find out what dock they want me in, and then we'll go and get into the dock and get the rest of this thing unloaded. Let's do it. All right, we are unloaded. We are done. It is shoot, what time is it? Like 10 o'clock, 10:15. So it took a little while, but we got it done. Got it done. So now we'll go and we'll head back down Donner, get the heck out of here. Man, trucking right along here, and I'll be honest, you want to pay me, you know, half of what I'm making to do this load, or maybe a little more than half, but still, maybe a little more than half of this load, how much I made on this load, to send me down to LA. No thanks. Go sit in traffic over in LA, or come over here and run through the Sierras. Yeah, I'll take the Sierras. Yep. As long as it's not snowing. All right. Keep on trucking down the road. I'll catch up with you guys when we get down the hill. All right, and that's it. That is it for the day. You guys see I changed my shirt. That white one, guys, filthy dirty when I unloaded all those plants. But yeah, this was just a quick little run up the hill and back down, and didn't go as well as I hoped it would, but still not a bad day's work. And hey, I haven't worked all week. Probably not going to work very much next week. I got one local load planned from the tomato place, so just kind of trying to, like, you know, stay local, but a lot of the stuff that's on the load board's local. I don't know, it's just tough. It's tough for me to make, like, if I want to make sure I hit these things that I need to be home for, I gotta kind of, like, I just gotta be certain about it, you know. I'm not gonna miss my son's graduation, and for that matter, I'm not gonna miss his NorCal State tournament game either. That's not gonna happen. Could be his last game he ever plays in his life, so I'm not gonna miss it. But anyway, all right. I think that's the end of the video, man. Love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next load.